Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. Today, we're going to be hopping into a really special one, and that is the Shawshank Redemption. Similar to the Schindler's List, the reason why I kind of held off on this for an entire year prior to, obviously, me starting the channel and knowing films such as these being like, obviously a bigger deal when it just comes to just a story in itself. Again, similar to Schindler's List, I wanted to be able to kind of be as ready as I can with this, and not just in terms of like, oh yeah, emotionally, more so just for me. Like that was a very personal decision for me to make, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, well, how come you never seen this? It's a personal decision for me to make, for me to kind of watch it now, especially with how everything is at the moment and how I'm able to kind of perceive filmmaking and story writing. I want to be able to appreciate it as best as I possibly can. So I hope that this is a good opportunity for me to now tackle that, because I do feel as though I can, and allow myself to genuinely experience it, not just in a filmmaker sense, but also in a sense that is human to me. So I hope that helps explain why I've waited so long to kind of watch this. Again, similar to Schindler's List. Very excited though. I'm very excited to kind of finally see this from beginning, middle, and end. I know it's one of those films that definitely keeps with you, right after you've watched the film for a decent amount of time. So I'm excited to kind of just see how this is structured. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the experience that's going to be given to us. So like always, guys, you want to be able to watch and hear and listen to all that I have to say about this, because I won't be including all the film in the YouTube edit. Definitely check out the full length below on the Patreon. You guys know the drill with that. As always, if you're able to, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But again, thumbs up if you can. The YouTube overlords definitely love that, so it would really be helping out the channel if you're able to do that. And at the very least, I just want you to sit back, relax, grab your popcorn and snacks, or whatever to help you cope through this journey as we hop into the Shawshank Redemption. Again, guys, another reminder, definitely leave a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to listen and hear everything I got to say, again, check out the Patreon. The full length is down below.
Mr. Dufresne, describe.
Oh, man. He is definitely feeling it, man. He's feeling it. I love how that music was just menacing in that moment. Crept in.
Yet you still maintain that you threw your gun into the river before the murders took place.
Oh, man.
It's very convenient. It's the truth.
Yeah, if that's a coincidence, that's a really sucky one. That's a very terrible one.
And most of all, we have a beautiful young woman and her lover.
Oh, nice. Roger Deakins is the one doing the cinematography. That's what's up.
Served 2 life sentences back to back. 1 for each of your victims. So be it.
Damn, man. Oh, yeah, man. Jail is, prison is, that whole system is very crazy. That's a whole life in itself that is living simultaneously to our normal society. I'm not going to go too much into the whole incarceration system, because that's a video in itself, but there's a beautiful documentary on Netflix that talks about that. I wish I could remember what it is, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. That deals specifically with African Americans being in incarceration. That was a beautiful, beautiful aerial shot of this. That was incredible. Especially revealing the backbones of that structure of a building, just showing it that it was just a prison.
The first time I laid eyes on him, looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over. That was my first impression of the man.
What do you say, Red?
I think it's also really cool that we're getting a narration from Morgan Freeman's character as well. Because this film and what it's focusing on is really complex. So it's great that we're giving some aid through the narration of Morgan Freeman here.
I want my mother. I had your mother. She wasn't that great.
Now, obviously, don't get it twisted. People who deserve to be in here definitely deserve to be in here, but I think there's also a place to be had for also realizing how demented this is. Jeez. It's like, yeah, you have the prisoners, but then you have these guards that are practically God in these environments.
His first night in the joint, Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. He never made a sound.
That statement alone is very interesting. It really does paint our character in a different shade.
Anybody get to you yet? Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you.
Nah, I'm straight, man. I'm straight, bro. I'm good. Appreciate the offer, though.
I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What?
A rock hammer.
What is it and why?
What do you care?
Wow.
Well, if it was a toothbrush, I wouldn't.
I'm surprised that he's taking the angle like this.
Enough. Rock hammer's about 6 or 7.
He's a very interesting character to be following here.
You mention my name, we'd never do business again. Not for shoelaces or a stick of gum. Now, you got that?
I understand.
I'm happy that they're going into the society aspect of a prison, you know? For those of you who always wonder what it would look like if you take money or anything like that out of society, it'll probably be like this. Everybody bartering with people and trading.
I could see why some.
Whether it's good or bad, it's up to you, but it's a fascinating thing nonetheless. The way human interaction is dependent on that. Oh, it's a setup, bro. Yep, that looked like a setup, all right.
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight and the sisters let him be. I wish I could tell you that. But prison is no fairy tale world.
God, that's terrifying, man. That's really terrifying.
We all knew.
Damn, man. It's already bad enough that you're in a place that has robbed you of everything, and the fact that that happens is just, oh, man.
And that's how it went for Andy. That was his routine. I do believe those first 2 years were the worst for him.
Jeez, man. 2 years of that. Oh, dude. That psyche. My goodness.
Start making sense.
If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Whoa, he's working it. He's working it, man. He is working it. That was a beautiful camera movement right there, by the way.
Look at him, that's rich, ain't it?
I think a man working outdoors feels more like a man if you can have a bottle of suds. It's only my opinion. Sir.
He big brained that. Look, all of them are shocked. They cannot believe that. They cannot believe that. This guy's ruthless. And he was negotiating with them and possibly won.
Sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking icy cold Bohemia-style beer.
I'm sure that probably is perfect right about now, man.
Hey.
I love how this is already painting a image of this man who we're not sure did or didn't do the crime. But I don't know. I feel like this is such an act of selflessness. I don't personally think he did it, by the way.
Ask you something. Why'd you do it?
I'm innocent, Red.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else here.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. I love that he is continuing to ask that. I'm careful to not look at this as if it's a crime drama as well. I know this is more so an experience, but the kind of questioning of, oh, did he do it or not? It does play a factor into his journey, his evolution as a character, or the evolution of the story itself. Hence why I'm saying it.
They have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
This made him rethink. He was like, oh man. Damn. Jeez, man. This is crazy, man.
The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again.
Wow. I mean, I don't like comparing evils, but I'm glad he got what he deserved from that.
Nice welcome back when he gets out of the infirmary.
Sounds good.
I don't know. There's like a rage within my system that builds every time I see that, because it's like, these are grown men, right? There's like legit young adults in prisons that are going through this. That warms my heart. That does, because man, it really does bring forth a certain rage within my system and within my chest when I see things like that. Because this is very real, you know, similar to Schindler's List. This is happening. This has happened.
Well, why don't we have a seat and talk it over?
They got this man doing his regular work, which I guess is, you know, at this point is probably really, really great to do.
Perhaps I could write the state senate and request funds directly from them.
As far as they're concerned, only 3 ways to spend the taxpayers' hard-earned when it comes to prisons.
I really do enjoy the fact that he's not, like, bitter about the sentencing, even though he could be, especially if he's innocent. But he's trying to really, like, transform the system. He's trying to make his own way of life in it.
Year after that, he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that, they rescheduled
Taxes. If there's one thing, it's definitely taxes, man. Money and taxes.
Brooks, look at his neck. He's bleeding.
It's the only way. It's the only way they let me stay.
Come on, this is crazy.
Damn, and it hurts to see that, you know, the wear and tear on this guy's mind. I can't even imagine that.
Brooks ain't no bug. It's just institutionalized.
It's a great word. It's a great word to say it.
You can never get like that.
Oh, yeah? Say that when you've been here as long as Brooks has.
God.
I find the similarity between just how humans have to adapt very similar to a lot of the war films that we've watched, especially the ones that deal with the psychological effect of being in an environment such as this. Again, you don't have to, you know, forgive what they've done. I don't think that's what the movie's even remotely asking or recommending. But to feel, I think, is important. I think that's where the true healing begins for just other people, is when you feel towards somebody. I met someone just like him. He turned out to be my one of my professors for urban city studies in college.
Dear fellas,
Incredible person, but fascinating story. Damn, man. I just feel so bad for him, because spending 50 years in a place that is meant to rob you of something, you'll grow to find reason in that. And it's just, It hurts my heart.
We trust this will fill your needs. We now consider the matter closed. Please stop sending us letters.
I want all this cleared up before the warden gets me.
He made it happen. That's what's up. Even though it's 200, you know, and then a bunch of books, I think that's really dope, man. Oh, is he about to put it on for the whole speaker? That's cool, man. That's really cool. That's such a thoughtful thing to do. Wow. Wow. I loved how everyone stopped, even the guards.
Truth is, I don't want to know. Some things are best left unsaid.
I agree. That's such a great win. It's beautiful.
I am warning you, Dufresne. Turn that off!
You gonna turn it up? Yeah! Yeah, I mean, bro, if he's gonna be in there for life, I'm happy he did that, man.
It's in here. In here. That's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you.
I agree. I 100% agree. Wow. I would love to have seen this guy prior to him going to prison. I think it's so interesting that it's structured in a way that we're finding out about his character and what he could have been before prison through his experience in prison.
Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane.
One of the most human things that we have is hope. And the fact that he's being told to abandon it for his own good, I think it's worth a vast amount of interpretation on.
No danger to society here. God's honest truth. Absolutely rehabilitated.
And part of me feels like they're doing that because, you know, he's African American.
30 years. Jesus, when you say it like that.
That hurts. That hurts the soul, man.
No. Not right now.
I love that this is also as much as his story as well. You know, quite literally, we're having a whole narration being told through him. So an unreliable narrator, if you will, but in a different sense.
By the year Kennedy was shot, Andy had transformed a storage room smelling of rat turds and turpentine into the best prison library in New England.
I just find that statement alone is just, in the weirdest way possible, hilarious. You know, he was just saying, yeah, in the year Kennedy was shot, Andy was building a prison library. Wow. Wow. That's alone says everything. I'm not even going to get into the whole money just booming industry that the prison system is, but I think that scene alone was a great example of what I'm talking about.
Certificate, driver's license, social security number.
You're shitting me.
If they ever trace any of those accounts, they're gonna wind up chasing a figment of my imagination.
That's crazy. This dude has been big braining for years and years and years. That dude is a genius.
On the outside, I was an honest man, straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
That's crazy. That's really wild.
You don't read so well. We'll get to that.
I love that dude, this is great. I'm really enjoying this. He's becoming a professor, man.
Tommy took to it pretty well, too.
An educator. Shout out to all my teachers out there, for real.
Before long, Andy started him on his course requirements.
I know you guys can't see this, but even the ones in prison.
About 4 years ago, I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch. Stole a car.
Oh no, was it him? Oh, man. Or did he know somebody with this?
I was just trying to set your mind at ease, that's all. Sir, I didn't...
Solitary, a month.
Yes, sir. Hi. What's the matter with you?
Man.
Get him out of here.
Come on, somebody say it.
I mean, this is so frustrating. This is just unbelievably frustrating, man. Just only people looking out for their own interests, man. Selfishness is what eats everyone, man. Selfishness for the wrong reason.
How long's he been here now?
1947? What is that? 19 years?
19 years.
He's been there for 19 years. It's hard to gauge time within the walls of this prison, and I'm sure that was deliberate. But man, it still hits.
Having placed your hand on the good book and taken an oath before Almighty God himself.
Just give me that chance.
What is he doing? What is he doing, man? Oh my God. Are you serious, man? Oh my God. Dude, what the hell? Are you serious, man? What the hell, man? Oh my goodness. What? Why, is it because he wanted to keep his reputation?
You'll see the flames for miles. We'll dance around it like wild angels. You understand me? Catching my drift? Or am I being obtuse?
Man, it was that one word. He's the type of person where it was probably him being called obtuse was probably the greatest offense to him. Like fragile people like that, they are so dangerous.
Fix it up new. Take my guests out. Charter fishing.
You can just feel his urge to forget. You know, the compound of all of that just accumulating all over the years of him being there. You can just feel it when he describes this place where he just wants all of that pressure off of him.
Get my stuff down the laundry and shine my shoes. I want them looking like mirrors.
This guy is such oh my goodness. Like, I don't think the vocabulary is enough for me to really grill this guy. Wow. You could really feel the concern in his face. As soon as the doors opened up, as soon as they opened up, he just poked his head out. Wow.
Oh, my holy God.
What happened? What happened? Yo, did this dude escape? Yo, did he escape?
Let's ask her. Maybe she knows. What say you there, fuzzy britches? Feel like talking? Guess not.
I wonder if there was something behind the wall? Behind the poster? How'd he get out?
Big damn conspiracy! And everyone's in on it! Including her.
Yup. He broke through. He Escobar'd his way through freaking concrete. Oh my goodness. This dude was hammering away. Oh my goodness.
Rock hammer, damn near worn down to the nub.
Wow. The rock hammer, man. Damn, that was crazy. I did not expect that.
The guard simply didn't notice. Neither did I. I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
I mean, granted, they were covered by those titan of a pants there, but dang, that's smart. Wow, man. This is a prison break. He literally did this. That is just commitment, man. Man, Andy, dude.
Smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to.
Oh, man. Yo. Guys, this is insane. 500 yards of going through nothing but pure just crap. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. I feel like I broke out of the prison with him. Screw you, Warden.
Time Raquel was spilling her little secret. A man nobody ever laid eyes on before strolled into the...
That's why he made that made-up name. That was his name. He big-brained this. Oh, my goodness.
All told, he blew town with better than $370,000 of Warden Norton.
Wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dude, that makes me feel good. Get him out of here. I don't want him. Get him out of here. Dude. Yo. You got iced, man.
Make it easy on yourself, Norton.
I mean, it's deserving either way, but I'm happy he lost.
Those of us who knew him best talk about him often. I swear the stuff he pulled.
These friends of mine could use a couple of beers. And he got it.
And he didn't deserve it. I think that's what really makes it great, man.
The place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone. I guess I just miss my friend.
Aw. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Guys were friends for years in a prison that was made to work against you.
I gotta live with rehabilitated. It's just a bullshit word. You go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. I don't give a shit.
I'm so happy he told it how it was, man. Oh, man. So well done, this film. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness, right? It just breaks my heart because, like, this is a very rare case that we get like a good ending, a happy ending.
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Sewataneo.
I could use a good man to help me.
Yes, I'm so happy. I was hoping that they did it, but I didn't want to sound too corny.
I will be hoping that this letter finds you, and finds you well. Your friend, Andy.
That is so dope. That is so dope. That is incredible, man. That sure makes me feel so good after the journey we just went through, man. God, that's so cool, man. Oh, damn. Man, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Memory of Alan Green. R.I.P. Alan Green. All right, everybody. And that wraps up the Shawshank Redemption. Guys, we just got done Shawshank Redemption. I am so inspired and completely overjoyed that we were even able to get the slightest feeling of a good ending in this very real issue or just topic that was being approached in this film. And I acknowledge the fact that this is, a very rare case, right? But I think it does a whole lot more good than bad, in my opinion. The fact that there was so much time given into really showcasing things that need to be shown, things that need to be aware of when talking about just keeping people behind bars, right? it's a very gray area, and I'm not saying that this film is going to solve it, right? And I'm not going to solve it in this video for sure. But one of the things that I took away from this is the power of doing what you can with what you have, quite literally, and that it is okay to hope and to not abandon your hope, and that it's a beautiful tool to inspire and to really encourage and help others. And it was a beautiful thing, especially when he became an educator and just helping out the people that were in this prison. And man, it's very fascinating just to see how this was pulled off and how well it was executed, and the writing and it portraying that of something that was almost like etched into just the fabric of my being with Morgan Freeman's narration. There was a lot of points that hit the bar at such a high level that at times I was speechless. This is a very emotional film, but I think it also highlights a lot of the very real things that are happening within our prison system. And again, the name is blanking out for me. I'll make sure to let you guys know in the comments below, but there's a very great documentary on Netflix that talks more about incarceration, more specifically again about African Americans being incarcerated and all of the weight that is not just the surface level of what I just said. And we went into it a little bit with the politics of prisons and the economic stature of prisons and how money is just another flow of business for these things, because that's what they are. And similar to how Chinatown showed the example of how first it's like a drop in the river and then the ocean, how it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and deeper, and you can kind of sort of lose your faith in against this object that almost seems just infinite in its evilness. There is this incredible thing that hope allows for one to carry, to kind of make a piece for their own livelihood. And I think that's exactly what he did in the end here. And it was just so beautiful to see him give that as well to another person, because we've seen what happens when someone gets out on their own and unfortunately doesn't have that paradise to get ready for them to build for themselves. And it was just really nice to see not only did he escape, which was incredible in its own right, but the fact that he was able to share his paradise with someone else who desperately needed, who abandoned his hope, is I think is such a beautiful message for anybody out there, for any good person out there that is trying their hardest to do the best that they can every day, despite all of the world kind of seeming like it's blowing up. I think that's a really good thing to kind of, personally carry with you. So again, I had such a great experience with this, and I'm so happy that I watched it when I wanted to watch it. You guys don't understand how much that means to me, but to be able to watch it when I want to watch it, not just doing it because whatever sort of implications or views or whatever the heck. No, I want to watch this because it's a very personal thing for me. This whole journey is very personal for me. I'm doing this because I want to. I wanted to watch this when I was ready to watch it, and I feel so happy, so infinitely happy that I was able to give this a proper viewing in a way where I felt as though that I can now go out into the world as a better person with this in mind, at a close proximity with my heart, because I know it's going to help me later in life when I begin to create bodies of work of my own similar to the caliber scale of this, and it's just really comforting for me to know that. It's really good and reaffirming to know that I'm doing this for me. I love y'all, I do, but I'm doing this for me. So guys, with that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope that you guys stuck to the end. You know, for those of you who did, I appreciate y'all. But like always, guys, stay healthy and stay hydrated because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.